Hello again everybody, and we are back on Krust server. This time I would like to show you another thing that we have on the server, which is a racetrack. That's right, this is a custom map element that I have designed with a little help from the others. And ever since they came up with modular cars, I didn't think farther than that. I thought, let's make a racetrack and have players actually compete against one another and maybe even win some prizes. And that's exactly what we've had going on for past couple months here. Every player, they have a choice of either bringing in their own car to the racetrack or using the one I provide, which is like a little worse one. And they start the race and they do 3 laps, and at the end of the 3 laps, whoever comes to the top wins an award. So the way this works is that during the first week of the wipe on Wednesday, we usually have an in-game award, which usually consists of some rockets. And then for the second week, which is basically the end of the wipe, we have a Krust skin award. So the players actually receive skins. Just by showing up, you get an award. So it's a win-win if you ask me. So if you ever want to check this out and join us for these races, there's nothing to lose and it doesn't cost you a dime, so why not to join? A short history of this is that at first, in order to get the players to start, instead of doing a countdown every single time, I decided to have this button here, and that is basically an IO work. If you look inside here, you have a bunch of components that make this happen. And what happens when I press this button, it will, after a short delay, flash 3 of those lights, followed by the blue lights and a siren signaling players to go. Okay, so we get the first light, second, and then we have the third lights, siren, and the blue lights go off. Players at their own time can actually go here, press the button, go into a vehicle, and start a race. So that was the original format. However, it did not come with some issues. And the issues being is that I, as an admin, had to track every single player and track what their laps are, what their position is, and it was really difficult to keep up. So what I did is I actually implemented a plugin that does everything. It does the countdown, it counts the laps for the players, it tracks even the times they get on those laps, and we actually have a wall of fame where the best players in a server get their name registered, and that wall of fame is being maintained even after the wipe, so it's there forever. So if you get a really good time on the track, you will get put on a board, which is really cool. We would ignore it if we were not acknowledging Karen's Garage and Auto Parts. So this is another custom piece of the racetrack, and you guessed it, you can buy all sorts of parts from this little shop. You get basically all the modules, and you get second tier and third tier parts that are available all in one place. Furthermore, there's actually a garage door which you can open up, and you can actually put your modular car on the lift and tweak it before the race. We would also be ignorant if we didn't acknowledge this NPC right here. So this is a work of art, let me tell you. So I was this close for actually talking about Karen, but last minute I decided to make this a separate video because I don't want to drag this one on. I would rather keep them short and cover different content in separate videos. The reason for this is because she is not just a regular NPC, she's not just a regular bass player. There's more to Karen, and there's actually some custom plugins involved. She, spoiler alert, talks, and there's actually a UI dialogue that lets you interact with her in more than one way. So there's layers to Karen, if you will. And guys, I will make another separate video that will go into a little more detail so we don't have to rush about how Karen works and how she was designed. But let me tell you, it's going to be worth it. So stay tuned for that. Yet another feature that I haven't covered in this video is this drag racing strip. But I also decided to cover it as a separate video because I don't want this one to drag. Get it? Drag strip? That's kind of all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. If you are still here, if you made it that far, I appreciate you. If you like this content, make sure to click that like button and also consider subscribing because I will be making more of those videos. If you have any suggestions or questions, please leave a comment. I will be sure to read them. That's it for this video, guys. Thank you again so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.